And now Somalia's Shabab militants, Al-Qaeda's main affiliate in Africa, has urged supporters in Europe to follow the example of Islamist gunmen who carried out attacks in Paris. Human rights activist Adiola Babatunde joins us now to react to this terror advice. Now, Babatunde, what do you make of the statement by Al-Shabaab? What is the implication majorly to countries facing challenges of terrorism within Africa and even across the world?
Thank you, Veronica. My take on this is terror as it stands. It's the faceless unknown. And if you check the old issue we're talking about now, we're talking about young people who have been used, they've been brainwashed into thinking the way forward is for them to terrorize other people. I believe the advice given, or probably the suggestion, would not be taken by people in Europe. If you look at the whole issue of this Al-Shabaab people, right? Seriously, we have the problem of poverty back in Africa, instability in Africa, and that is why it's so easy for them to be able to use people in Africa. Such cannot be condoned in Europe. So saying that they should emulate what has taken place in Paris would not be acceptable. And I strongly believe so many people would have condemned the act. So the unfortunate thing is this group, they seem to be talking about Islam. They say they're using Islamic doctrine. They're talking about Muhammad and all that. Unfortunately, they're just this minority. They don't really represent Muslim. I'm not a Muslim, I'm not talking about religion here now. Well, I'm only talking about this group. And I'm trying to say that people out there should know that this group, they are faceless. They just believe the only way forward is for them to intimidate people, and we must be ready to fight these people to stand still. If you look at the whole issue of this Al-Shabaab, they were initially at the center of a core of events in Somalia. But as we speak right now, they've caught their wings, and now they're just fighting, they're struggling, they're saying silly things. What they're talking about now, about other people, trying to intimidate other people into doing what has taken place in Paris, will not hold. Like
when you say their wings have been cut short, is this when you say their wings have been cut short, is this in any way related to their funding base that has been cut in Somalia? Is there a relationship between this?
Exactly. I'll explain this. Initially, they used to be under ICU. They moved out of ICU. If you look at the whole issue, these people, the meaning of Al-Shabaab itself, it's youths in Arabic. It means youths in Arabic. They brainwashed them initially when they were under ICU. In fact, if you check their activities while they were under ICU, they were causing problems. But when they were able to discover them and they realized that Al-Shabaab, they do not stand for what they claim to stand for. They are only out there to destroy. They are out there to establish something by saying, okay, this is what they wanted for themselves. If you check them out, they don't really know what they wanted for themselves. So because they've been moved, they fought them in Somalia, they were able to move them from the core to just one small region. And where they are right now, they need support, they need assistance. If you check the reason, 2012, they went to go and join Al-Qaeda for a reason, because they know that they are not as effective as they used to be. So if the only way forward is for people to stand together, let's leave religion out of this now. We're not talking religion now, we're talking about people coming together. These people are not human, they are animals. They destroy people, they kill fellow human beings. They kill people, they claim to be Muslims. They go out there, check out 9/11 for crying out loud. They kill Muslims and Christians.
Let me ask you this question. Do you believe that this statement coming out at this time will have a positive response by insurgents and basically terrorists that are hearing this now? How do you expect them to respond to this?
To be quite honest with you, Are you talking about my own response? You're talking about the advice given by Al-Shabaab.
Yes. Will other militant groups, will they respond to this advice?
To be quite honest with you, they are faceless. What is fear? Fear is the faceless unknown. These people, they are cowards. I strongly believe even though they want to respond, right, they know they do not have that ability. They do not have that capability. People in the Western world, people in the Western world are doing everything, and I'll just say that what we can only do is just to make sure that we are not intimidated in any way or form by these people. What they want to instill is fear, and they just assume that by saying all these silly things they're saying, they'll get people to do what they want them to do. They are just in the minority, and if you look at, I sat down to go through what was said by this group. Basically, what they're trying to say is, we have done this. We are going to do this. Let them do it. Let them do it. As long as people come together to fight these people, we're not talking religion now. I hate it when people talk about Muslim. When they say Muslim, Christian, and all these things. These people are animals. They do not represent Muslim. If they represent Muslim, they will be killing Muslim.
All right,
so let's
Babatunde,
just look at them and think of how we can eradicate what is happening. Let's see these people as children who have been brainwashed.
all right, Babatunde, if I may cut in now, in your assessment, is the world doing enough to curb the activities of these insurgents in Africa and outside Africa?
Well, like United Nations and other organizations are doing a lot. Countries like America, UK, and all that, they're doing a lot. But I think a lot more would need to be done in order to fight this. We don't want to continue to, they are animals. We don't want to go on the same level with them. The best way forward is to strategize and come together and stop talking about Muslims, stop talking about Christians, because these people, my own take on this, I don't really see them as Muslims. I do not see them. They are just terrible people who are out there just to assert useless rights. So if we stop talking about religion, they don't even know their culture, they don't know their religion. If they are saying they are Muslims, I happen to read a bit about the Quran, and I know what happened, what they said in the 7th century, what Muhammad did in Mecca, that he went to Medina and all that. Basically, they're talking about freedom of speech, freedom of expression. When they said, okay, they refused to recognize Islamic religion in Mecca, he went to Medina, and he was able to advocate for this. It was granted. Today, this thing is enjoyed by all. So if these people are saying that, oh, well, they are fighting this battle for Muhammad, they are fighting this battle for Muslims, why then are they killing Muslims as well? Why then are they killing Muslims?
Many thanks indeed, Adeola Babatunde, human rights activist. I want to thank you so much indeed for your thoughts.